I've written several video scripts throughout the course of our relationship, and it's unlikely that they will ever see the light of day now. I thought I could manage it, but that, of course, is grandiosity and some fantasy. In the end, I have to admit that I was wrong. I made the wrong choice. I chose self-destruction. My final thought, the thought that kept me up at night, and the only one that matters is, am I becoming a better person? In almost every way, I was not. The man that was there is gone now, hopefully replaced by potential. What potential there will be depends upon what lessons are learned. I've been completely smeared socially, but I still exist to myself. What is the lesson? Was I wrong to try? No. I don't think it's wrong to try new things, new dynamics, new modes of being. What about before that, in the beginning? Yes, I was wrong. I was wrong to deny my unconscious, or more accurately, to suppress it. Transgressions of boundaries are never unconscious, and I had ignored it from the beginning. I was wrong to believe that I could take on somebody else's burden, that my strength alone could have changed their fate, though I never stopped asking for their participation. A boundary is where your psyche ends, and where somebody else's begins. It isn't something magical, mystical, or whimsical. It is real. Your boundaries will exert themselves either sooner or later. You may as well listen to them sooner to spare not only your pain, but theirs as well. Although, paradoxically, maybe this is the journey you both need to take. You decide. This was a long road with many turns, so what was gained? For 2 years, give or take, I had somebody to share my life with. That might sound small or irrelevant, but it's not. Sharing is taken for granted, but it's a beautiful thing. Being able to extend your psyche into somebody else's is a privilege. It is a privilege to feel the presence of another and their good intentions. Your entire identity is made up of the presence of other people within your mind. Aloneness is detrimental to your health, and not to be chosen lightly either. A few years ago, somebody who I never met again asked me if I had a type. I used to answer with characteristics about people. Height, hair colour, etc. Now I realise the question is about you, who you are, and what you look for. My type is a woman who needs a man. Is it any wonder I found a borderline? Possibly the ultimate manifestation of what I wanted. Borderlines are not entirely there. Everything they do is for attention, whether that's being your best friend, your worst enemy, or creating emotionally destructive drama. Was she a bad person? No. She is living out her unconscious attitudes, no different than the rest of us. We are all trying to manifest meaningful lives. Do not overextend yourself, or your remit. And be careful, borderlines. If you bring threats into a relationship so that a person isn't free to leave, then they aren't free to love you either. You defile your image of a perfect love with your own actions.